Amanda. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and sex therapist in Erie, Pennsylvania. And today I want to talk about minor attracted persons. And I want to talk about minor attracted persons because they are probably the most vilified population of folks in our culture. And most folks are making...
Do you know what a minor attracted person is?
Minor attracted person is a person who is attracted to minors.
Yeah, it's in the name. It's a pedophile.
Yeah.
You hear what she just said? They're some of the most marginalized people. Because they like children. What kind of crazy thing is that to say?
Incorrect assumptions about them without actually knowing much about them. And those assumptions create harm for an already marginalized population.
Why would anyone want to know anything about a pedophile? Can someone explain that to me? Why would anyone want to know anything about a pedophile? They're just minor attracted people. I still don't want them anywhere near me or anywhere near kids because they can't be trusted, right? That's what they like. They're trying to class it as a sexuality, right? It's a sickness. It's not okay to do something like that.
No,
and it's not something
not
that we
okay,
need to
yeah.
normalize or anything like that. They are vilified for a reason.
And people complain about Andrew Tate.
People complain
when
about
stuff like
Andrew
this
Tate.
is being put out online, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to complain about Andrew Tate, fine. But if you really, really care about young men, young boys and young girls, these are the kinds of people that you need to watch. She's making the argument that they shouldn't be vilified. I don't know. We haven't gotten to the end of the video, but it's not off to a good start.
No, it's not off to a good start.
You may have noticed that I'm using the term minor attracted persons, sometimes abbreviated to MAPS, instead of the more commonly used term pedophile. And I'm doing this because the term pedophile has moved from being a diagnostic label to being a judgmental, hurtful insult that we hurl at people in order to harm them or slander them. I also prefer person first language that recognizes that any label we might apply to a person is only part of who they are and doesn't represent everything that they are. We are all people first with many different facets or parts of ourselves, and this includes folks who are attracted to minors. So to start with, let's talk about what a minor attracted person is or who they are. This term simply means that the person has an enduring sexual or romantic attraction to minors. They've not chosen this attraction, just as the rest of us have not chosen whatever our attraction is. You don't get to choose to be heterosexual or to be gay or whatever you are. And you don't get to choose to be a minor attracted person. Some minor attracted persons are attracted to a specific age range of minors, while some are not. And some minor attracted persons are exclusively attracted to minors and are not attracted to adults at all. Some minor attracted persons are all...
Okay.
This one's crazy.
Yeah. So
She's mad.
she's definitely mad. It's definitely a big mental illness. Do you know what I'm saying? There is definitely something wrong up there if you ever feel or have them thoughts.
Yep.
Whether you've acted on it or not, it's just fucked, I'm gonna swear, to even think or feel that way. And she's saying, well, you need to use the term MAPS because, you know, paedophile it's harmful and offensive and blah, blah, or us shouting abuse at them like, damn right. Why? They need to know right from wrong. And any normal human would know right from wrong. So why should stuff like this be dismissed and be like, oh, but they can't help it. They've got feelings. They're a human too. No, absolutely not. So if I was a murderer, because that's just how I feel in my head, and I go around killing people, I'm still a human, and you can be like, oh, just leave her. She's human as well. Like, it's fine. No, it's right from wrong. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I actually think it's a fair comparison as well because the people that do manage to get their hands on these kids, those kids are scarred for life. A lot of them go on to commit suicide because they've gone through such a traumatic experience. So all these people online want to advocate for all these things, but these things are falling under the radar. Why isn't there more attention on something like this?
Yeah.
Minor attracted people. They're pedophiles.
Yeah.
They're pedos, that's it. We don't need to change the name for them. We don't need to make concessions for them. What we need to do is have better facilities and infrastructure to protect these children from these monsters. That's exactly what they are. They're
Yeah.
monsters. Imagine like one of your nieces or nephews, or you had a kid, and this is a person. This is a person in the sex profession, right? What does she say? She's a sex consultant or a sex professional, whatever she is. She's a lunatic.
Yeah.
She's mad.
That's the issue. There's not enough being done about it these days, and it's becoming too, well, people like her are the problem, trying to normalize it for starters. And secondly, it's like people are always turning a blind eye to it and no one's ever actually taking action towards it.
There was a center for maps that opened opposite a primary school, or whatever they call it in America. Do you think that's just
What do
coincidence?
you mean center for maps? But I just don't understand how this stuff is allowed. Weed is illegal, but this shit's allowed.
There is a child protection organization called Prostasia, and it's under the guise that it's child protection. It is a facility that is looking after maps, and I think the person in charge of it was like he had sexually assaulted a child. He was convicted of something they shouldn't be doing, and this place opened opposite a school.
Prostasia, a website dedicated to the protection of children. Sounds great, right? Who would be against a website dedicated to protecting children? Recently, Prostasia created a map support group, and another focus of theirs, and I'm not joking, is to abolish the sex offender registry. Now, why would Prostasia want to abolish the sex offender registry? Well, let's talk about who runs Prostasia, shall we? Who is behind this organization? In May 2020, somebody asked the founder of Prostasia, Jeremy Malcolm, if they accepted self-admitted pedophiles as volunteers. Jeremy Malcolm replied, "We don't make a policy of asking people about their sexuality before they are allowed to volunteer." Their sexuality. Right. The Council of Ghouls consists of convicted sex offender Guy Hamilton Smith. And they also had convicted sex offender Jeff White on board for a while. So I think we figured out why they want to get rid of the sex offender registry. I saw an address at the bottom of their website, and so I was curious, and I Googled it. And I swear to fucking God, right across the street from the building, listed on their website, is an elementary school. There's the elementary school, and there's the building. There's their building, there's the elementary school. 200 feet away. No, really, what the is this?
What is wrong with people? In the pursuit of being inclusive, look what you people have done.
Stuff like this actually just gets me so angry.
It's sickening, and these poor kids have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what's going on. You want to talk about grooming with Andrew Tate? Fine. But look at this. This is a bigger problem.
And this is my point of, this is where I think the world is so corrupt, because there is nobody doing anything about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're all playing ball.
No one can take control of the situation, especially higher authorities, because they're all fucking involved.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about it?
No.
It's disgusting. Turn it off.